Hey everybody, welcome to another round of Canje Plays, and today we are getting back in story 3 of the Heart of Stribog for Zerywia. So yeah, thought it'd be good, be fun, be good. So it's been a while since we played because I've had a lot of stuff going on, but I wanted to get back to this to complete this series, which is the third and fourth mission of the Heart of Stribog, so that those who have backed or those who are considering late backing can look and see what both sides of the board occupy. Now, I've done the initial story, which is Ugmor's Mask. And now this is the Heart of Stribog, but there's two other campaign items in there, two other campaign stories in there that we're not going to cover on stream, but I've played one of them already, so it's just to play the other on my own to see what it is. But just to give you all a view of this. This is going to be interesting. It's been a while, so let's just make sure that I've refreshed myself as best as I can, and we'll see how it goes from here. So it ought to be good. But no problem. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Before I begin, let me just say thank you to my Patreons, thank you to my YouTube subscribers, and if you're neither, just coming by to see who the heck I am and what the heck I'm talking about, I appreciate you. So thanks for coming by as well. Pull up a chair at any time, and we can chat about anything. Okay, so. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and get some Board Game Geek info, and then we'll get down to the tabletop, not simulator, because you notice for a while now it's been tabletop simulator, but now it's actually, we're back to the tabletop with hard tactile elements, so we can try this out. Alright, here we go. Okay, so Zerywia delivered last year to backers, well, it delivered last year in the EU to backers, and then this year, because Dominic's been doing all the shipping himself, is slowly rolling out to everybody. I think a few people have gotten theirs already. I know that a couple friends of mine who, after watching the first stream, ordered it, and they've received it. So I think it's making really great progress, which is fantastic. 8.0 on Board Game Geek. Looks like 109 people rated it, which means, you know, more some backers are getting it, rating it, playing it, seeing what they think about it. 1 to 4 players, but community says 1 to 3, but best played 1 to 2. I think that's correct. 45 to 150 minutes is about right if you're not streaming, because if you're streaming, it's a lot longer than that. And age is 13 plus, with the community saying 12 plus, with the weight being 3.5 out of 5. Dominic and Presimslaw made it. Dominic did the art and is published by him, which he calls his company Coliba Publishing. So other than that, we got our stuff. Down the table we go. Oh my gosh, look, we're back at the table. It's been so long since you've seen it, but it still exists, I promise. And we'll be playing a lot more games on it as they're delivered. I took a trip to visit Steve from One Stop Co-op Shop this past weekend. I took some of my games and we traded, so I've got some games from there. Meeple Monkey has been awesome enough to send me Oko Chronicles, because he's like, hey, I think that you might like this, so I'm going to try that out. So I've got a lot of tactile game content. I also did a trade for one of my games for a really cool guy, Nicholas, that I met yesterday, and I traded one of my games and I got Maximum Apocalypse. So I'm very interested to try that game out. Like I said, lots of tactile games to play. So we're gonna get down to it. We're gonna have a lot of fun, and so let's find out what we need to do. What we need to do. So we'll do this. And will it show? Ah, there it is. It is showing. Okay, fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Alright, so let's go down to Heart of Stribog 3. It's called Staleness Crystals. That's what we're going to be getting into in our scenario today. Zoom in a little bit more just so you can see. So, more weeks of winter passed, and with them, the ground started giving birth to huge crystals. Signs and symbols of the strange power behind the anomaly. The heroes are, therefore, sent to find a way to destroy the crystals and free Zerywia from the grasp of staleness. Nobody likes staleness. Just right out. So let's see how it goes. Set up a campaign. We didn't do a save. Remember, these are one-offs that I'm doing so you can see the different characters as we play. During the campaign, apply the additional hunt rules as presented in the rulebook, but that's if we're doing EPOS. We can, if y'all want to see the hunt rules, talk about that and what that looks like. So I got the hunt rules card right here. and we'll talk. I'll throw it up in a second so we can check it out. Let's see what else we got. So prepare the land. Prepare it. So we're on the winter side of the board as usual. Our starting region is going to be the stronghold, but let us find out what stronghold we're going to be starting on by grabbing these. Gotta make sure. Oh, yep. So by grabbing these, giving them a shuffle. And just so you know, it isn't rigged. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna grab a 4-sided die, which will probably land on 1. 3. Huh, look at that. So these go away. And we will be starting on. Ooh, oh, camera. We will be starting on Moroza's Mark. So our Yistoi Cradles is where we're going to be starting. Any hero re-roll a will die and gain a shield connected to the Dawnstone of the current Thymor. That is a feat that we can use. So that will go here. We are starting here. And we are starting, according to the rules, we are starting on the stronghold there in that region, which will be, where is the stronghold? Here it is. Hey, Thunderforge! How lucky am I for that? We're starting on the Thunderforge. So this is the Thunderforge, and the reason why I say I'm lucky is because you'll see in the rule set that's about to come up right now on what we need to do. So let's see. The Herald is Whirlwind Ugmore, and he will start at the Frozen Debris like he always does so far. Epic Battle Herald will be the Staleness. So this is the Staleness card who we'll be facing with her see-through self. But Elemental Oblivion strengthen the Staleness and give her willpower shields for each hero participating in this epic battle. So I gotta do 5 willpower to when we fight to the death on that one. And you've all seen Whirlwind Ugmore, who's Staleness Oblivion, pass an epic vigor test. If we succeed, recover a feat and gain 3 attributes. And if we fail, take a vigor injury. So, yay. Big fun. Big fun. All right. So we've done all that. Add 1 Merc token to each region names. I always have to look at each Shroud and Hollows region. So we have done that, as you can see here, over there, and there, and that is Ugmore starting there. That's us starting at the Thunderforge, which is fantastic. Okay, so Merc Rifts. So Merc Rifts go on the prime source of the hero's Thymor. So we're going to be adding a Merc Rift where? Here, right behind us. Which does not seem very fun. And it sucks. Okay, so let's see what else we got. Threat. Regions without special symbols and the frozen seas get threat. So regions without special symbols I've shown here all around the map that you can see. And I just put 1 big old threat token on the Venidian Sea. So basically, anytime I travel a frozen sea, I'm going to face a threat. That's just kind of how life goes. So, cool. All right. Let's see what else we got. So it's Merc tokens, threat, regions without special symbols, settlement tokens. So regions, stronghold regions, Exus regions, and cradle regions get settlement tokens. Cool. So and it's probably for their color, hey? So there's a settlement token on the stronghold region. Exus region is here, and the cradle region is here. So it goes like that. So we've got stronghold, cradle, Access region. Cradle. Access stronghold. And Cradle. Sorry, that's a stronghold. Access. Cradle region. Cool. Got that. So then we say Staleness crystals, random special region in each hero's Thymore. So when we're doing the Staleness crystals, this is going to be these bad boys that we're going to be adding right there. This is, but in the hero's Thymore. So special region, we're going to grab the special region die, give it a roll. Looks like it's in Shroud region. Our Shroud region in our Thymore, which is here. So that's where the problem exists. Cool, cool, cool. All right, let's see what. Let me move this over here. Okay, so let's see what else we got. Okay, so Vigor Ruin tokens in the Thunderforge region equal to the number of heroes. This is why I said yes, because that's Thunderforge and that's where I start, at the Thunderforge. That works for me so well. So place the saved incursion. We don't have any of that because we're playing the one-off. Place the saved Dawnstone, same. The enemy and breed decks don't change. The exploration decks don't change. And then we'll talk about the scenario cards for the 3 and 3A for the Staleness. So we've got one job. And our job is Staleness crystals. Shatter the Staleness crystals to free the realm of the Winter's Embrace. Each hero must forge a fire rune in the region of the Thunderforge. So as a region option, we could spend 2 prime to take a rune token from there. If there are no Staleness crystals and no markers in any Thymore, in any given Thymore, what that reads and what it's supposed to be, which it needs to say in any, it should say, if there are no Staleness crystals and no Merc Rifts in any hero's Thymore, flip that Thymore back to its summer side. So I don't have to do this for every single Thymore. I just have to do it for mine. But if you play with more than one player, up to 4, it could be that you're trying to flip the entire board. Okay? That's what that means. So let's see. Action. So resolve 1 Vihur's attack. If you succeed, discard the Fire Rune token to shatter the Staleness crystal and remove its token. So that means that we need to clear the Merc Rift. We need to, that's in the prime source. We need to shatter the crystal. And it's now this thing says if all 4 Thymores are restored back to their original summer side, move to the next page. Which is, that once again needs to be changed to if you remove the crystals for your Thymore for the number of players. Because otherwise you'll never beat this, because I've only got 1 token that's on here and I use it to shatter the crystal. So a little bit of verbiage that needs to get changed up for solo play. All right. So let's talk about the scenario goal. So single scenario entry level. Each hero chooses 2 additional basic Saga cards and adds a Saga deck to one of them, and then solo mode, use the rules for solo mode. So I've added Kiora. She will be my friend, so she will be someone that I add on. And I haven't showed you my hero yet, but that's okay. And I've also added Koga back in for the green. So she's a blue, he's a green. Now our hero we are using is another Scorned, and that's why I didn't show you, because I haven't pulled my Scorned card yet. But our hero is going to be Cost the Deathless. There's a cost. Anyway, Cost the Deathless, 5 vigor, 5 instinct, I believe. and 7 willpower. Wow, I did that backwards. His is 5 vigor, 7 willpower. So he's got the willpower to pay the bills. So that is his. You can see his board right there. I have to push it up just a little bit for you to see. So a 5 vigor, 5 instinct, 7 will. He is scorned. Each time you suffer an injury, you may take 1 taint instead of taking the injury if you want. And that is a map action that can happen before or after your turn. For his camp phase, he gets back in prime and 3 random attributes. He can only have 2 weapons, 3 rituals, or 1 ally. And when he flips to his dread form, his final form, he can spend a prime to reroll a merc die. He can't use offerings, trophies, or feats, but he gets back 4. So, cool. He's got his special feat, both of them, that he puts socks on every night. That's called Lifeless Spark. Awaken your dread form. After the challenge is over, the challenge, very close keyword, is over. Take 1 taint and turn yourself back to the chosen form. You can spend the prime to ignore the injuries while you are in your dread form, which is pretty interesting. He wants to change. He wants the evil. And he easily has his death caller for the Saga of the Deathless. On the you know how I am about the terminology. On the determination step of a challenge or test, turn 2 blank results into 1 room. Turn 2 die results into 1 room. So it's basically saying just pick any 2 dice and you can turn it into a rune and 1 shield of any type, which is pretty cool. It's a red die that's a weapon, and if he crits on it, I get to remove an enemy merc. That's 1, right? It's important for that. I've grabbed the Drowned Sight Saga that says you can ignore ambush abilities on the initiation step. So if there's an ambush ability, shut it down. It's not my problem. It is a green die that gives me a shield, and if I crit on it, I can either gain an instinct or a willpower rune. And it's a ritual. That's fantastic. And I grabbed the bone armor for the deathless bone armor. So this is the bone armor ritual Saga. I can spend a trophy to gain a vigor shield, and if I crit, and that is at the resolution step, I can do that. And if I crit, I get a vigor die or an instinct die, and it's a red shield. So those are the ones that are installed. It should not be, actually, it should be Korra. That is, sorry. 2 reds. Crazy. It's craziness. We got his lovely Saga of the Deathless that says your journey to find the living water has made you a powerful mystic, but left you with an incurable mark. Your body is being consumed by rot, a deadly disease that affects the living who dare to cross into the nether. So if I get 2 rune tokens and I go to Golba Pass here, I can do some stuff to further my saga, which I'm probably going to try to do on here so y'all can see the Saga Advance. Let's see. I need to pick my scoring card. So we're going to shuffle these up and roll that D4. Roll that beautiful D4 footage. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Only a matter of time before I do that. Which is this. Any scoring hero. So on the determination step, any scoring hero, take over and reroll 1 enemy merc die. On a crit, take 1 taint and gain 1 vigor rune. On a merc, gain a shield, or on a skull, lose 1 vigor. And that is a feat that I get because I am alrighty. Let's see what else we're rolling with. Alright, so let's talk about the evils how the staleness is working against me. So the scenario is free the land. So this time the monolith rituals, after 5 black stones, 5 black stones, it's going to suck. So basically we'll lose one of the blessings in the Sventivid after 5 black stones. Scenario special rules, we're doing the Iron Bond mode rules. Yeah, that's right. I'm pulling this down. Here we go. Iron Bond. The Iron Bond mode is played on the alternate Zerywia map. Each map pieces has a winter side of the variant. Excuse me. So it says set the map to the winter side, add the following breach to the enemy deck, the Heartless and the Foamers, which I have already. Replace the base exploration deck with the exploration cards of the Staleness, which I have. Which I have here. That's what's there. While playing, this is the thing about harbors. So basically, if I want to cross the frozen sea, there's a special region called the Frozen Sea that forms along the shoreline. So it lets me go anywhere. However, here it can move onto the sea, through them to adjacent Thymors apart from the regions of the chasm. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. In order to move on to a region, the hero must pass a type of action, and the action is called a hard vigor test. So if we pass that, we are cool, and we can cross through. But in this scenario, if we try to do that, we also have an encounter that we have to deal with. So it's double the trouble. We're trying to cross. On let's see, the region with the Ugmore is treated as a region with a Murkrif for all relevant card effects and challenge test rules. So the next phase, follow the instructions on the black page. If the chasm has 4 or more black stones, choose and remove 1 settlement journey token in each Thymor, increasing the threat in that region. Yikes. All right, and if we win, fun stuff. If we lose, terrible stuff, and we play on. Excuse me. I'm sorry, I've had a long day at work. So, Staleness crystals. If there are 3 or more Murkrifs in 1 Thymor, add a black stone to the Chasm of Oblivion. Ooh, that's not good. Roll the Vihur's activation. When he moves into a region, what? I guess that's supposed to be the Ugmore? When he moves into a region, increase the threat there. Each hero in the region must draw his attack. Yeah, it's the Ugmore. Spread the Murk in each hero's Thymor, and then add 1 Blackstone to the chasm and feed the breed if there are 4 or more. So they call him the Vihurs now, but it's the Ugmore. That's the character that's over there that we're dealing with. That is there. All right, ready to kick this thing. We are ready. We have done everything. I will shuffle these as we need to. So big fun, big fun. Okay, so let's see here. What do we want to do first? Well, first, I gotta get that runestone, and according to the rules, I need to spend. According to the rules that are here, because of my fortune, every hero must forge a fire room in the region of Thunderforge. As a region option, spend 2 sword prime to take the rune from there. So what I'm going to do I am going to, my action, yeah, that'll work. For my action, I'm going to use Korra's ability. If it is dawn or day, as an action, you can disperse the Murk in this or an adjacent region. So I am going to do that. And I will disperse the Murk right here. Bye. And that's my action. So, sorry. That happens first. Then we go to the journey phase where I do dawn, noon, dusk, and night. So I spun it. That was my action. My region option is to spend the 2. Give it. I got what I needed. So that is the end of that. Next. I gotta deal with that crystal, huh? I gotta resolve one of the attacks of the Vihur. Now this could go really well or really, really bad. Plus, I gotta close that Merc Rift. So I think that's what I'm gonna do first. I'm going to move. I could shatter the crystal and then come for the Merc Rift, because it could intensify, and I'll have to deal with what's there. So I might as well go deal with the Merc Rift. I can't use Core's ability to seal Merc Rifts, just Merc. So let's do it. Let's do it. I'm gonna move over here to the Merc Rift to deal with it. Oh, and the hunt rules. That bad boy. These are the hunt rules. Heroes cannot reroll dice of injured attributes except rerolls granted by offering tokens or god cards. That sucks. Depending on the number of blackstones in the Sventavid, apply one of the following effects. If there's one blackstone, that happens. If there's two, if there's three, and if there's four, we lose. So those are the hunt rules that we will be having to deal with. Heroes cannot reroll dice of injured attributes. Ugh. Okay. So we move there, which means we either need to deal with a ruin or a mountain. Mountains usually suck. So I'm going to go with the ruins. The ruins. Ruined. See what happens. There. Okay. What are we dealing with? Sleeping Grove. An ancient grove now frozen over, the primal power lies dormant under the snow, faint and weak. But the Thymor gods are with you, and you can focus your will to restore your strength here. Pass a hard willpower test to recover a prime and 3 attributes. I'm about that life. So this is just a test. So there is a Merc Rift there. I'm going to do that. It's a test. That's a willpower that's there. Do I have anything to swap? Nope, but I just get 1. That's awesome. Yep, that's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. So I'm probably going to steal one of their Merc die. And then I'll probably use Morose's Mark to see what I can do. Wow. Just wow. That's a fail. These two, it's not even I don't get to re-roll those dice, but those two get to hit me. I think I don't want to take a taint. I don't want to take it. I can spend this to re-roll once, which I'm gonna do. Spend this and see if I can crit. Nope, I got 1. Ooh, this is not good. I'm trying to see if I should just cards. So I will take 1. I'll lose 1 point of the tested attribute. So I'm going to lose 2 points of that attribute. Sure. 1, 2. I failed it. Okay, so that did not work out for me at all. So then we go into the region options, which I'm going to try to seal this rift. And the seal a Merc Rift, an enemy becomes defiled. So sorry, I have to go to the book for this stuff because the source pages make me want to shoot myself. The book's being rewritten. It's just it's an annoyance. So Merc Rifts, Merc Rifts similar to Merc, add an additional next die to any challenge and test faced in the region, and keep the region affected by the Merc. Additionally, every enemy fought becomes defiled. Hero relieving will have to deal with it to close a Merc Rift. The hero must defeat a Rift Guardian as a region option, which is what I'm doing. Draw an enemy and defeat it. If the hero succeeds in this way, they can attempt a hard will test, as with the Merc, instead of defending, or just take a taint to do it. So, we are going to be facing ourselves Merc Guardian. Yay, yay, fun. And I know we're supposed to start off our deck, we're supposed to add one from here in there. So let's throw these together. Grab. That's the start off. Right. Okay. Let it be something weak. Please. Let it be something weak. Alright, who are we facing? We're facing the Striga. But it has an ambush effect. But I don't care about that. Because I have this ability from Drown Sight. Look what that says. At the initiation step, you can ignore ambush abilities. So I don't care about your ambush or your stupid face and your stupid ambush, stupid face. So ambush. It's a Grimer, it's a cursed. We don't care about the ambush ability. What we do care is that it is defiled. So it's gonna hit me. Awesome, I pulled two. Oh my gosh. I pulled two Striga. So that's what I gotta deal with. And I need two, I basically need, and it has a, if the area has Merc in it, it gains a shield of its defending attribute. So that's where it's sitting. I need 3 instinct to beat it. Awesome. Fabulous that I drew this. Fabulous. And when I say fabulous, I mean it's dumb. So I'm going to spend 1 here, swap this out, put that one in, Koga. And we are going to do this the best way that we can by doing 1, 2, 3. That will give. So what are we dealing with first? We got to deal with 2. I get 2 green and 1 red. Green, green, red. And get a instant shield from that card. Okay. Come on. Let's kill this thing. Come on. This is not an injured. None of them are, so I can re-roll this guy. Okay, what else can I do? I can re-roll the red. I'm going to steal this. That's the Merc. I gain a shield. That lovely stolen die. Check. Make sure I didn't goof. Make sure I did not goof. Goof to goof. Board. Challenge. 4. Advantage icon determine which region or circumstance will provide the enemy with a shield token that increases the difficulty of the challenge. But is the shield token a Merc or is it that? That's what I'm curious about. So determine the next challenge set. Add 1 next die and then check whether other abilities or conditions do not require additional dice. +1 die for Merc present or Merc risk in the challenge. +1 Merc die if the challenger's die more is under the influence of the Blackstone, and +1 for each hero beyond the first taken part in the challenge. Additional die result in special abilities or rules of challenge. Okay, so I know you gain some form of shield. I just want to know what. When it's a Merc symbol. That's the one. I've run across this a couple times, and I've ruled it via different ways, but I'd like to see what it say. What is I don't think it's green. That's the thing. I don't think it's green. It's something, but I don't think it's green. It might be another merc die, but I don't think it's green. Um, let's take a look at BGG because I want to be sure of that merc symbol. What I'm talking about is that if it's in a place with merc, what happens? So let's take a look at BGG. BGG. Zerywia. Merc. Merc. What's that called? That's called a advantage. Merc advantage. Or advantage icon. Merc advantage icon. And let's see what comes up. Not many things came up for it. Merc shield. Where in the rulebook is this for merc symbol? Ah. So this says, can someone please refer to the exact page where these answers are? When doing challenge on a chance to get an enemy, they have a merc symbol for when they roll a merc. I have been sprinting. When performing a challenge on an enemy has a merc symbol for a shield. If I've been playing this as they get a shield for the attribute you gave on the trait, the merc Riff Witch has a shield symbol. The ghoul has a shield. Again, what exactly? Where? Okay, this is actually nowhere in the rule book, but the way you play it is as people have on the forum have been playing it. I don't think there was an official confirmation. Yuck. For 2, if you're playing it correctly, it is in the rulebook, but easy to miss. I'm at work now, so thank you. Thank you, Krista. He gave, so it says, Powell. Thank you, Ensid. He gains shields of a type of your, he gains shields of a type of your taint on your attributes. If you have taint on vigor, you will gain a red and blue shield, which will be included in the new rulebook. There it is. So when there's merc, it's wherever you have taint on your shield. That is fantastic to know. Ansid's the guy who, or person, I'm not going to say guy. Ansid is the person who has been answering a lot of the questions and working on the rule book. So thank you so much for pointing that out. So that answers it. It's not in the rule book, but if you're watching this later, that's how it works. So you don't actually have the shield. That's all you have. Because I have no taint on any of my stuff. So therefore you will not get a shield. And I got the 2 that I needed. And that was my merc die, I got that. So that comes through. I have a shield. Well, what would come with that skull? A lot of damage. A lot of damage is coming with that skull, but I still defeat. So we're gonna do this. Let's do this. So with the skull, I'm going to get 2 vigor. So I block 1, take 1. And I get 2 instinct. So I block 1 and I take 1. And then I hit you for 2, taking you down. So I beat him. And when I beat him, I get the trophies. I get 4 trophies for my troubles. So that's 3. That is 1. You are beaten. Then I will take a taint to close the merc rift. I'll put it on vigor for sure. So we will close you, sir. Closing you gives me an offering. Taking a taint to do it. Oh my gosh, that was close. But we did it. That's why I'm glad I looked up the rule, or else we would have lost. And that would have sucked. So thank you, Edson, for your sacrifice. All right, so there we go. So we closed that rift. I got the offering token, and that ends my day. All right, next. I am going to rest like you would not believe. Let's see, where am I though? I'm at a prime source. So I could restore a primal there, but I am going to rest first off. Use my camp ability, so I'm going to rest. I'm going to gain back a prime, and I'm going to gain back 3 attributes. 1, 2, 3. Then the region option, I'm going to gain back one of those. Prepare my cards how I want while I'm resting. So I'll put core back. Cool. And life is decent. So then I am going to move to my next, which is to move here, shuffle and draw a mountain. Let's see what we're going to deal with. A choice, if one can be made. I've been playing Darkest Dungeon today, so it's stuck in my head. Wayne June's voice is stuck in my head. A distant horn, a hungry primal roar, someone is coming. Blood freezes in your veins, and you realize that the beasts are on your trail. Somewhere in the pass, the horn blasts again. The Fomorian clan comes down to feast. Flee for your miserable lives. Pass an easy test of instinct. A crit result on the next die forces you to lose 1 vigor. Success, move to an adjacent region, failure, take an injury, or get ready for a bloody battle. Pass an epic vigor test. Hey Adam, what's going on? 2 times in 1 day, I know, right? We're going to flee for our miserable lives. And it's just a test, so just 1. And I'm going to, I gotta pay for this. So I'll have to move her. And then, actually, I'm wondering if I should just YOLO this thing for, let me YOLO this thing. Let's do this. Let's fight these things. We gotta pass an epic test. Let's YOLO this bad boy. And I do get a reroll. Oh, wait, what is the hunt rules? Heroes cannot roll for injured attributes. I'm not injured, so I can roll. No, I'm gonna spend one of these. Why am I rolling blanks? Okay, so what else can I do? I am going to spend a trophy. I need the crit. I need the crit only because that Merc, I think, takes away 2. Right? Of the attribute test. No, remove 1 pierce. It removes 1 pierce. So I'm going to spend the trophy to reroll 1. I need the crit. I'm going to spend... This is 3. Spend another. Come on. So am I going to lose everything to this? Whatever. I'm not spending the offering. That's ridiculous. So, an epic test, I would have passed. But I failed, so I take an injury. I can no longer re-roll red. Awesome. Because I can win to say blank, normal, blank. I can't roll a crit. So I failed that. And that ends my day. Right? Because if you fail the test, then it's your day. Yep. Failure, end your turn. Okay. So now we go to the next phase, which is the camp phase. Use your camp abilities. So restore one attribute related to the Dawnstone. Restore attributes from your heroes. Restore one card. Use my camp abilities, which I get back a prime. Get 3, 1, 2, 3. Restore one feat. Reorganize your saga. Summon a creature with a trophy or choose a god to worship with this, which I'm not going to do. And then we go to the next phase. So, here's the next phase. If there are 3 or more workers and 1 Thymor, add a Blackstone to Oblivion. There is not. Roll for the Vihir's activation. So, where's he going? What's he doing? Is the prime symbol means he moves across from me, I believe. Next phase. Oh, sorry. That is in this book. Really gotta reorganize this. Really gotta do it. Let's see. So when it gets the prime symbol, Dugmore moves to the opposite Thymor. The opposite Thymor. So you're going to the opposite Thymor to the prime source that's there, which is here. Then you will, when you move into a region, increase the threat there. Each hero in this region must draw a card. The threat is increased here. Then we're going to spread the mark in my Thymor. In the Axis location here. Then we're going to add 1 Blackstone to the Cavern of Oblivion. Hey, Adam, what's going on? And then we're going to feed the breed if there are 4 or more in there. Cool. And that ends that phase. Spin it. And we go back to my turn. Cool. 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 All right, so I'm going to take the exploration action to move here in the global pass. Draw a card. Skin traders. You meet some traders in the wasteland. Everyone does what they can in the staleness, so their weapons and fur coats do not surprise you. Though they seem well prepared for anything, they ask you to escort them to the nearest harbor. We've seen this one before. Where something's wrong, you trust your instinct and decline the offer. We need to pass a hard fight test. Failure, we're going to take another injury. Or we can say that we're going to mark this location on the map and accept the quest. Upon reaching your destination, you find the skins. So we need to take them to a harbor. So I'm never going to take them to a harbor, but I don't feel like fighting nobody. Well, let me singe nobody and prove no point. So this would be a harbor in the staleness. So that will be that. I did say I was going to do it. So I will become condemned. But I have to face... Oh, wait. Shoot. I moved into an area with threat. I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. That doesn't happen at all. I face the stupid threat. The Verida, Grim Wonder. Instead of this challenge, you may pass an epic fight test. If you fail, take... No. 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 No, I'm going to fight you. We're not in a forest. We're not in a forest, so you don't get a shield. There we go. We're not in the forest. So I'm going to fight you and I need instinct. I just spent 1 instinct to switch that out. I will gain a shield. Got red, the 2 greens, and the black. Ooh, those are crits. Crits are good. What are you going to do for a merc? You're going to do a willpower damage. Okay, so let's see how I can kill you and save myself. So, with this crit, remove 1 enemy merc die. The Death Kala saves me from damage. Look at that crit. Remove an enemy merc die. So, gone. And this goes to that. That crit gives me anything I want, but that's fine. We just need the 2, and we won. So we are solid. We get 2 trophies for that. Get the heck out of my face. And then we go to our region options, where it's just a regular place. So I can do a ritual of recovery. I have to spend a prime point to do it, so no. I'm going to summon a creature. I'm going to spend 1 trophy. We're in the mountains. The Mountains of Madness. So let's see what creature we're pulling. So 1, 2, 3, and if I roll a 4, I get to pick whichever one I want. 2. Move to any mountain region in this time, or remove a threat from this region, or use its region action. Interesting. And if I spend another trophy, I could recover up to 2 feet. So that goes on the docket to be able to use. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so that will end that. The next day, ooh. Lucky so-and-so. Oh, I could have had Cora in there, and I could have used Cora to do this, but to be able to switch her in now, I need to have a whatchamacallit. I need to take a camp phase and do it, but her ability won't kick. So I think I just gotta play along with what's happening here. I'm going to take the explore action to move here. Draw my next creature. The homesteaders. Discard 3 enemy cards, strengthen this challenge with all Heartless Walkers. No homesteaders. No homesteaders, it's just you. Alright, so we just need 1. Cool. So I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3. No, that doesn't. I'm just going to do 2 of them. 1 more. Get 3rd. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to spend blue. Bring this in. And then use another blue to get them back. So I'm going to use this. What do you crit with? 2 axes to the face? That's not good. And I don't get to remove a merc symbol. I could take it. I could take that symbol for my own. Then camp. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take it for my own so you can't. I've got enough to kill you, but let's see what happens to me. A skull. I lose 1 big. So of losing 2, I lose 1, but I still have enough to beat. So I win! And I get 1 trophy for my turn. And you are out of here. So then it goes to the region. I don't want to spend the prime to do this. So I'm just gonna skip the what region am I in? Nothing. Yeah, nothing. I'm gonna camp this time. So camp, restore 1 attribute of the Dawnstone that's there, which is vigor. And then do my camp abilities, which get a prime back. 1, 2, 3. And then any other abilities, I can rearrange my cards. I'll keep her there. Then I could do my region option, which I'm not. Nothing to really do. Yeah, nothing to really do. Next, I gotta waste this whole turn. I just gotta recoup. So I'm gonna camp once again. That's full. Gain back that, and 1, 2, 3 back up full. And I'm done. No region option because there's really nothing to do right now. So we will go to camp phase, which I just did twice, so I'm at full. I believe during the camp phase, that doesn't heal anything, right? So it says, restore 1 attribute point related to the Dawnstone active player's Thymor. A Prime Stone allows you to recover an attribute. Any attribute. If your Thymor is under the Blackstone, you restore nothing. Restore attributes of your hero camp. Any prime restored above the limit is exchanged for that. And I think there's a way to heal from this. It's been a minute. I used to be really on top of this. Like it would be an attribute, but injury. So I need to look at injury 26. When a hero's marker is on the 0 slot marked with an attribute, each successive loss for it results in an injury. In order to mark an injury, flip the token over. If the injured hero should receive any injury to the same attribute, you don't flip it, you just flip it. Hero can spend the last point of their attribute to pay for an ability or card requirement, reducing the attributes to 0. This cannot be done, however. If the attribute's already at 0, they're done. Injuries are permanent states which can be removed only through special abilities or through exploration. Okay. So, yep, I'm injured. Okay. Then we go to the next phase. So there's no Murkrus in this Thymor. Let's see where he's going. I bet you dollars to donuts he's coming right to where I want to go. Ready? He's going to cross back and go to here. As I roll the Prime Stones. Then a Rift gets placed somewhere in the cradle. My Thymor. We add 1 Blackstone to the Oblivion. To the Chasm of Oblivion. And feed the breed if there's 4 or more in there. Cool. Dawn. This is what I was waiting for. My action is going to be to clear that. And... oh, and I was supposed to get this back from... yeah, sorry. And my other action is to... nothing. This... I'm actually going to use my action to clear... I'm going to move here. Exploration. I'm going to move there. I draw... it has to be an action, so the next day I got to deal with it. I got to deal with it as an action. I see Megalith. Shuffle the Nightmare breed into the enemy deck, or feed the breed if the Nightmare's already there. I say darn it. Darn it all heck. Fight it. Right here. They're not fun. They're mean. They take away abilities from me. Alright. Well, that's an awful thing that happened. But I did pass it, and I get a rune token. That sucks. Okay. I'm at a shroud. Take one taint, move into another region with the shroud symbol. No, thank you. So I don't want to do that. I can spend. I can. Ooh, I can do a ritual recovery. Here, I can do a ritual recovery here. Spend the prime point to recover one attribute of the corresponding. Oh, I forgot to turn this. Sorry. Spend a prime point to recover 1 point of the attribute corresponding to the region type that the hero is currently located, which is the blue. If as a result of recovering attribute, any attribute reaching its maximum value while having an injury, that injury can be cured. I could have done this last time, but I didn't, and I would have cured that injury. I'm an idiot. Oh well. What are you gonna do? Alright, so that ends that. We're gonna go here. And I'm gonna take the action to shatter that crystal. So it says action, resolve one of Vihir's attacks. If you succeed, discard the fire rune token to shatter the crystal and remove its token. So this seems to be a pretty simple one so far. So let's see what happens. I need to resolve one of Vihir's cards. What are we gonna have to do? We're gonna have to do that. We're gonna have to do that. Dead Heat Radiance. Yeah, but we're not fighting, we're just resolving. So we need to get Vihir's. Yeah, so it says resolve one Vihir's attack. If you succeed, discard the fire rune token to shatter the Staleness crystal. This is an attack. Going to have to ditch. Gonna have to ditch green for green. Green for green. Then we're going to determine what is here. There is no rift here. So it's one. Doing one. 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 Let's see how this goes. Okay, so I got the crit. I get a reroll on you. You're not damaged. Okay. Crit on blue. Which means I get, for the crit on blue, says I get this and this and that. I need the crit. Need the crit on. I'm going to spend one of these to reroll this. I get a reroll of this. And then try this again. What kind of crappy roll is that? Come on! I'll spend my last one to re-roll this, because that's not hitting for me at all. So I I got what I needed. Wait. Spend vigor each the shield. Turn 2 die into 1 rune and 1 shield of any type. So I'm going to turn these 2 die. I'm going to use that indetermination to turn this into 1 rune, and I'm going to take and 1 shield, 1 rune, and 1 shield of any type. There we go. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. And we pass. There's your 3. But we would take... I'm going to take that damage so I can use that symbol to block that shield. So I'll take that hit. And we have enough. To defeat this, shattering the crystal. So we shattered the crystal. And it says... I think we won. I think this was a short scenario. Unless I did something wrong, I think we won. Scenario: free the lands of the grass stone by shattering its crystal and sealing the rifts out of which they grow. So there's only 1 Merc Rift here, otherwise there isn't any. And the only Vigor runes is the equal to the number of heroes, which is just 1. So the scenario ends on its own once the last Blackstone is placed in the Sventivid. The next Blackstone should be revealed. If the hero completes the scenario, which we did, I believe, because it said to win, free the lands from the grasp. This thing says, if all 4 Thymos are restored back to their original summer side, move to the next page. Which should read, that yours, because that contradicts this right here. Sorry, the Vigor rune tokens. There's only 1, so there's nothing else to free. And there's only 1 Merc Rift in a hero's Thymor. So therefore the rule says... I love you too, Dan. So therefore the rule says that I just had to free my Thymor back to its original state. So the others would have already been freed. It was just me, which I did, and it was perfect. So I'm calling that a win. I'm calling that a win. Hey. I just want to roll this. It's like, see this? Look at this. I can't roll a crit. Oh, there it is. It's like I can't roll a crit to save my life. So we did it. We won. That was a short one. That was very short. It's like an hour. That was right on time. But we won. We won. I didn't go around unlocking stuff. I could have spent time doing that, but I didn't. I solved this one fairly quickly. If I'd have gotten the next rune from here, I could have gone to Global Pass, which is right here, and then spent this to become Devious and upgrade my Demon Curses. See how it goes. So it would have been good, but we won. So cool. That was the Staleness crystals. Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing it as a win. I'm sure the pros will let me know if I missed something, but I believe I got it. And then we'll get on to Canje. I got my copy a few weeks back. The burn cycle and painting is getting in the way. Glad I have these to refer back to when I dig in. No problem. Yeah, I get it. Enjoy burn cycle, man. Enjoy it. I got a bunch of other games that came in that I need to play and paint, so it's going to be fun. So there's a lot to do. It's going to be fun. Let's go back up to the top. So that was Staleness Crystals, Scenario 3, of the Heart of Stribog. There's one more to go, and then after that, then I'll be moving on to another game. I believe it's going to be Bards, so I'm going to be moving on to, because that's been sitting in my queue. I got to get it out the queue, but there are other games that are coming for me to play. I have Maximum Apocalypse that I'm going to get to the table. I hear that's a short play, so that should be fun. I've got Robinson Crusoe that Steve loaned me that I'm going to give a shot to. I've got Ratcatcher that I'm going to give a shot to. Let me see. I said Bard Song. There is Oko Chronicles that I'm going to be playing. So, and then there's Marvel United. Yeah, you can talk about me all you want. I don't care. The game is amazing and it's fun, and it's an amazing game. So I'm gonna be playing that as well, so everyone can see what it got. So it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a really good time. So that's all I really had for this. What's coming up next? So today I did a double play, right? I'm starting in this new arc of doing like a 1 hour stream. It's strictly an hour and then it's done. And it's gonna be playing Darkest Dungeon on Steam, the video game, in anticipation of the board game being delivered sometime this summer, right? That's what Mythic said. That could change. They could be like, oh, I stubbed my toe, so now it's gonna be 2025 before we get it. But right now they're saying that it's summer, so in anticipation of a game that I really love and an IP that I really love by Red Hook, that I'm going to be playing Darkest Dungeon. I started it today, ran through an hour straight. I just played it for an hour, then I said, gotta go, we're going to cut it, we're going to come back to it later and have a good time. So the next time I'm going to do that is Thursday. So Thursday at noon Eastern EST, Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to do that again, a 1 hour of Darkest Dungeon, and then Thursday at 9, Pac-Man, Steven, and I are going to be playing Pandemic Legacy Season 1. We're going to be going into November and probably losing the game. On Fridays, Gloomhaven Digital with Kate, Cynthia, and our newest guest who was next up in the rotation. And then Saturday is One Stop Co-op Shop with Barrett and Steve. And Sunday, I'm going to play something. Probably might be a good time to play Marvel United. I don't know. We'll see. Sunday I'll do something, and we'll check it out and see what it is. I enjoyed it. Yeah, thank you so much, Adam. Thank you. So, but lots to come. There's lots to come on the channel, and I'm letting y'all know. I've been saying this. I've been saying this even before, like, everybody really gave a rat's butt about who I was. I'm super pumped for Oathsworn. I've been following them since the beginning. As soon as that game delivers to me, every game that's on my table goes off my table, and I'm going to be all in on Oathsworn. So I'm sure that other content creators are going to inundate you with coverage on Oathsworn and all that other stuff. I'll be doing it the same, but I'm doing it for me and for y'all. We're going to play it. Dang it. I'm going to be painting the minis. Like I said, once the box delivers, I'm going to pick it up, put it here, cover my address, stream an unboxing, and then immediately start painting and reading the rule book so that I can get it to the table as fast as possible. But there are other games coming. Stars of Ikarios is coming that I'm going to be playing there too. But so until Oathsworn delivers, that could be a game that we can play on Sundays. I don't know. But I'm going to be playing a lot of Oathsworn. It's going to be heavy. It's going to be heavy. So we'll see how it goes. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. I will see you all Thursday for some more Darkest Dungeon. And yeah, insert comment or slogan here. See y'all later. Bye-bye.